Good morning, everyone. So, how was your Wednesday? I hope it was good because we're now in Thursday. We're only one day away from the weekend. We're just going to get through today, through tomorrow, and then our weekend is assured. I may be doing a live stream on Saturday morning. So there's a little announcement. Maybe. I gotta make sure that the schedule that I saw on my phone last night is correct, and then I'll make the announcement like the day before. So Saturday morning tea with Raven will be happening if all goes well. So keep your fingers crossed, and you can come hang out with me. We will probably not be talking tarot unless you want to talk about that. We'll probably be doing a great many other things. Talking about all kinds of stuff. Catching up with each other, if you will. That way this conversation isn't so one-sided. Right? Okay. So we all know what today is. It's Traditional Thursday. We're just doing card reading like I used to when I first started this channel. I got Bub peeking his head into my tarot decks over there. Don't know why. Don't know what he hopes to find, but nothing in there but trouble for him. So today I don't have as many decks out. I've just got Viking Oracle, Spirit Animal Oracle, which I just laid out, and then the Raven's Prophecy Tarot deck, the Angels and Ancestors Tarot Oracle deck, and then we're capping it off with the runes from the Viking Oracle again today. We haven't really used those in a while. And I thought it might save me just a tad bit of time. I hope you caught yesterday's Rune of the Week. Hope you caught yesterday's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Because we're doing it all over again today. It's a beautiful day out there, isn't it? It really is. Probably still hot though. I know it's been kind of warm here the last several days. And then I did a little flocking on some miniatures I'd already painted. I didn't really post those. I just wanted to do them. And watched Record of Lodos War, which I'm going to say this was an excellent series. It's an excellent series and I highly recommend it. Alright, now we've got the cards laid out. Let's see what we need to know today and find out what's going on. So here's our forecast, and I'm not even a meteorologist. Starting with you, of course. This came up yesterday, and it doesn't seem to be going away. You still need to be headed in your proper direction. You still need to know where you're going. You need to know where you've been. And you need to know where you are. Those are 3 points that you need in life right now. So seriously, keep those in mind because we're getting not just recurring themes, we're getting recurring cards now. And that's something important to take notice of. Also, we've got Odin for the guide. Being guided by his ravens, his wolves, and the one-eyed old man himself. And that's the thing, Odin knew exactly where he was going. He knew exactly what was coming. He knew where he had been. But you know, he didn't seek a lot of strength he didn't seek brute force to help him stop what was coming. In some ways he did, but he understood. He needed wisdom more than anything. And just about every little journey he took on this planet was to that end. He's not the type to sit in Asgard forever, letting his ravens just go out. No, he He got up off his throne and walked around himself. He experienced a lot of things directly. So he relied on trusted advice, and he relied on direct experience. Two things to really remember. In nature today, we are looking at a pig spirit, which tells you to use your mind wisely. Keep your head about you today, because Odin is about the mind. As much as he's about fury and ecstasy and all that other stuff, as much as he's about the wild hunt, again, he sought wisdom over everything. He wanted to be as wise as he could be. There's an old saying, I saw this on a bumper sticker once, it said, wisdom comes from experience. Or actually, good judgment comes from wisdom. Wisdom comes from experience. Experience comes from poor judgment. So it's very important that you learn from any mistakes you might have made before, instead of cringing away and ignoring them. Let's see what the deck has to say today. We've got a Knight of Wands, got a Six of Wands, and a Page of Wands. Really about the creative energy today. And this is where your ideas come very quickly. These ideas you have, they will be burning very, very brightly. There's also youthful energy to them that we'll get later. We'll get to that in just a second. But that youthful energy is not to be wasted. Remember, you're also drawing on experiences, because keeping your attention focused on the winner's circle, your eye on the prize, should be everything. Always keep your attention focused. Don't get distracted, because again, that very youthful energy comes into it. From one single little idea, you will have many more to follow. I say trust them, share them, but remember, good ideas do not require force. Very important to remember. Over here in the Angels and Ancestors Oracle, we have a drum, we have a warrior, and we have a knight. People, if I'm not noticing a theme before, I am now. The first one, the drum, dream and journey. Remember, we had Rider-Waite pop up in the runes yesterday. It really is about the journey. It's about the adventure. So go forth on it. Because the next thing you need to do, focusing on need, that Nalthi's rune from yesterday. Like the warrior, you do need to be fearless and stand very strong. And there's something else I'm seeing with this Maori warrior here. Being fearless and being strong. This does not mean dig your heels in necessarily. What I'm seeing with this is, if you have a strength that you project, others will notice. They'll take notice of it too. And they'll sort of gravitate toward it. They'll almost latch on to it. It's kind of strange how that works. And you know what, speaking of Record of Lodoss War, that's where this knight comes into play. To be brave and strong. And honest. Be brave and be honest. Knights were very dedicated to their causes. And in Record of Lodoss War, you can see an example of two protagonists. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of TV to watch. It took me a couple days to watch it. But you start out with these people, two different people who really wanted, more than anything, to be heroes. One starts out scrappy with a lot of heart, but he's undisciplined. The other one starts out kind of self-absorbed. By the ends of their respective journeys, they become the thing they wanted to become the most. And that's why the knight is so important. The type of person you would like to be, not what you'd like to be seen as. Because what you will be seen as will be what you are, because it's self-evident, because you project that strength, because you project that kind of authoritative image. And it really is time to come back into your creative authority here. Okay, let's go to the runes and cap this thing off. We have Kanaz, Wunyo, and Perthro. Starting out with Kanaz, the beacon or the torch. This is what you're all about. You do have to stay right here. Be that light for others. You will be guiding others. That's why it's important to use your mind wisely. It's why it's important to continue on this journey, because you will have enough experience to where you know exactly what needs to be done. Now it's about time to guide others, and it's about time to show off that creativity. It's about time to show off that even though you're a dreamer, you're not the only one. Not only that, but your decisive wins along the way. They may seem small, but take those dubs where you can get them, because they will be absolutely crucial to proving your points. Also, don't be afraid to take a little risk here. You've been here before, you know what to do. So take a calculated risk every once in a while. You'll be just fine. Why do so many people follow Odin? Because he's a wise god. He doesn't pretend to be anything he's not. He and the rest of the Norse pantheon understand that they're flawed, and they don't pretend to be anything but. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and all that good stuff. Thank you for helping out the channel in that way. I really appreciate it. Really do. And as I'm fond of saying, and I don't think I get to say it enough, I love you all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Always do what lights you up. And as always, shine on.